This week's preset of the week comes from a request that I got a while ago. I had put together a Stevie Ray Vaughan preset and got a lot of very positive responses from it. And one guy said, hey, you should do some more of these celebrity presets. How about one for Billy Gibbons? Well, sure, but that's a pretty tall order. I mean, the Rev has been playing for like 60 years now, and he has gone through quite a few rigs. His rigs have been mostly Marshall-based, but for the past few years, they've been using Magnatone amps on stage. Now, I'm pretty confident that what most musicians think of when Billy Gibbons' name is mentioned is that 59 Les Paul Pearly Gates and a Marshall Super Lead 100 watt amp. That Les Paul was used on all ZZ Top albums, and that Marshall Super Lead was used on their first 6 albums. Of course, he also played a Strat and some Telecaster on those albums, and used a Fender Brownface and a Leslie rotating speaker. But things really started to change for Billy Gibbons and ZZ Top in 1983 when they started working on the Eliminator album. He brought a lot more guitars, a lot more amps, and a lot more effects into the studio. That album rose to the top of the charts and re-energized ZZ Top's career. With all that being said, there is simply no way to build one preset that captures all of the different aspects of Billy Gibbons' career. But maybe we can put something together that hits on the highlights. I put this one together on the FM9, which is fast becoming my favorite fractal modeler. Now, you can see that it has 2 amp blocks, so it won't work on the FM3. But, you know, if you're so inclined, you could divide it into 2 presets and set it up that way. I made this preset based more on Billy Gibbons' sound on ZZ Top albums rather than his live rig. Look at this diagram of his live rig from 2003. Nope, we are not going there. This preset has 8 scenes, all named after various ZZ Top albums, except for Scene 4, Robin Hood's Leslie. The first 4 ZZ Top albums were recorded at Robin Hood Studios in Tyler, Texas. And I'm guessing that the Leslie used on those albums was from the studio because I have never seen the Rev use a Leslie on stage. Now, as usual, I put together this preset using Quick Build for the foundation and then tinkered for the rest of it. Now, this is not meant to be the definitive BFG preset, but rather a preset that you can edit to your heart's content. I'll upload it to Axe Change in case you want to try it out. Let's take a quick look at the blocks that I used. I'm using the gate on any of the scenes that use single coil pickups. I'm using the tube compressor in channel A. What else would Billy Gibbons use but a tube compressor? In the drive block, I'm using the bosom boost in channel A and the griddle cake in channel B. Now, this is my first time trying the ring modulator block, but it is not my first time using a ring modulator. I used one way back in the 70s. A friend of mine had one of those, I think it was an Electro Harmonics ring modulator, so I used to just play around with that all the time. In the pitch block, we're using the octave divider type, and we're just going down 1 octave. In the amp 1 block, we're using the 1959 SLP normal in channel A, the 1959 SLP treble in channel B, the 1959 jumped in channel C, and the 6G4 super in channel D. In the amp 2 block, we're using the 1959 SLP jumped in channel A, we're also using it in channel B, and the Plexi 50 watt 6CA7 jumped in channel C. For cab 1, we're using factory tune number 577, a 4x12 Brit TV 57C1 ML. In the cab 2 block, both cab 1 and cab 2 are using factory tune number 577, a 4x12 Brit TV 57C1 ML. Cab 1 is panned hard left, cab 2 is panned hard right. For the rotary block, I have the rate turned down to 1.170. For the delay 1 block, I'm using the digital monotype in channel A, with the time turned down to 112 milliseconds. The reverb block is using the medium room type in channel A, and the mix is turned down to 12.2%. Scene 1 is First Album. Scene 2 is Rio Grande Mud. Scene 3 is Tres Hombres. Scene 4 is Robin Hood's Leslie. Scene 5 is Fandango. Scene 6 is Tejas. Scene 7 is Deguelo. And Scene 8 is Eliminator. Okay, let's see how it sounds. I had an awful lot of fun doing the research for this preset, especially listening to all those ZZ Top albums again. That was a lot of fun. I'm going to go ahead and put this preset up on AxeChange. Download it, try it out, and let me know what you think about it. This Friday we will have part 13 of the Fractal for Beginners series. In this episode, we are going to take a look at the looper layout, how it's set up, and how you can use it. Now this is applicable to the FM3, the FM9, and the Axe FX3 when hooked up to an FC6 or FC12 foot controller. Now you don't want to miss that, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. All right guys, have a great week and I will see you on Friday.